Hello.
How you doing?
So where are you calling from?
New Jersey. How you doing today?
Fine, thank you, Brian.
Great, great.
Yeah.
I'd like to welcome Glam of Wigwam, frontman.
Cool. Is this for a radio show or is it for a magazine?
No, it's for online webzine.
Okay, cool.
Great. And it's an audio interview. And I'd like to congratulate you on the new CD, Wall Street, fourth studio release on Frontiers Records. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels great, man.
Cool.
It's our fourth studio album, and the last album we released was in 2010, Non-Stop Rock and Roll. So this was about time, yeah.
Cool. Now in Scandinavia, death metal's really big, but you're doing glam and heavy metal and rock. Why'd you decide to do that when it wasn't really popular, even at this time?
Oh, it was the love for that kind of music. We grew up on that music, and of course, when we started our band, we started as a jam band, basically because we just wanted some fun, the four of us. So every Friday night we would jam together in this local club, and actually by accident we were offered a gig at the 80s party. So we just needed a name and everything, and we started the band pretty much from that day.
Cool. Now you were also in a band called Heads and Tails and Carpets and stuff. Were they kind of like Wigwam or whatever?
Heads and Tails was the basically hair metal band from the 80s,
Right.
Maybe a little softer than Wigwam, but the kind of Europe style, the Scandinavian style of hard rock pop.
Cool.
But while Carpets was more like a combination of my solo material from the first album, and we were more into the ambient stuff.
Cool. Now, do you feel Eurovision really made a big impact for the band?
My vision?
Eurovision.
Eurovision. So you're not Eurovision. Now Eurovision really made a great impact, because when we started our band in 2000, our style was pretty much outdated,
Yeah.
back in those days. And our first years as a band, we became more or less a cult band, and we had followers that were into the glam scene and to the 80s scene, and when we got offered this gig at the Eurovision Song Contest, the Norwegian finals, we didn't know what to expect. and actually we participated for the first time. It was in 2004 with a song called Crazy Things. We ended number 3 that year in the Norwegian final, but we drew so much attention that they really wanted us to be in the next year's finals too. But then we won and brought the whole spectacle to Europe. And having 150 million viewers, it doesn't suck.
Don't hurt at all.
And we brought rock and roll to that old concept called Eurovision Song Contest. So they didn't bring the song contest to us. We didn't adjust for the competition. We were just simply being us, and we treated that gig as it was a normal gig for us.
Cool. Now, some of your influences was Kiss and Sweet and stuff like that, and you actually opened for Kiss at one point. How was that?
How that was?
How was that?
Yeah, we had things to do with the Kiss Army and Kiss themselves, throughout the years. So it wasn't like anything other than a great gig for us, especially considering that we consider the Kiss Army of Norway our very close family, because we've done so many Kiss parties and stuff like that, doing our original material, but also doing Kiss specials with both Eric Singer and Bruce Kulick. But for us to open for Kiss on our Non-Stop Rock and Roll tour, it was awesome. And I remember Doc, Kiss's manager, he was very pleased with the show that we put on there.
Cool. Yeah, I know of Kiss Army Norway very well because I used to run my own fanzine called Kiss Classics back in the day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I worked with Kiss Norway quite a bit. Let's get back to the CD Wall Street.
Okay.
Tremendous CD. I mean, there's not one filler song in that whole CD.
Thank you.
Wall Street definitely is one of the popular songs, and I guess the highlight song right now. But you also have a song called Oh My God. Was there any restrictions from Frontiers, like even with that song? It's a little, different.
No, actually we didn't have any restrictions at all. What we basically did was we went into the studio last summer and had a bunch of songs written and started also to write material in the studio, since we're kind of lucky to have a teeny studio available, so we used that also as a rehearsal room. And we simply just had fun. We decided on just getting together to have fun in the studio with no timetable, with no restrictions, nothing. So we were pretty much free to do whatever we wanted to do. And voila, Wall Street.
Cool. I mean, there's a lot of great influences I could hear in the CD, like Bad Company, bands. The bigger the better. It definitely has a Queen feel. Was that what you were trying to go for, or not really?
Actually not, because I wrote that song in the mid-90s, actually, the skeleton for the song. Back then it was called, it was actually called The Bigger the Better back then too. But it had a completely different chorus and a different feel to it. It was more like, kind of a punk rock song, in a way of Green Day or something, but it didn't fit with the band I was in back in those days. And by accident, I just I moved in Norway. Just divorced and stuff like that. So I had some nights, listening to old cassettes, believe it or not. And I found this song. I thought it was a cool song, and the lyrics for it. So I just brought it to my songwriter colleague, a guy I write songs together with in the studio in Oslo. And said, hey, this is a cool song. What do you think of it? Why? It's cool. Maybe we should just try a different drum beat, So I just got this guy, trying all kinds of drum beats to it. And we ended up doing something very simple. What we had in mind was more like, the I Love Rock and Roll, and combined with kind of a kid rockish way of doing the song, At the same time, I'm doing this Queen show in Norway. Been doing that since 2007, so maybe I'm a bit influenced by that too. I don't know.
Cool. Probably my favorite song is Bleeding Daylight. Can you tell me anything about that song?
I can. It was originally written for my solo album Glam, but I had another song that was in the same category. So I declined that song, and we worked a bit more with it in the studio, and I found a new way to arrange it. And when I took it to the guys in Wiggwam, I mean, they declined the song on Non-Stop Rock and Roll. Actually, they thought it was too far out from what we're doing in Wiggwam. But this time around, Teeny had let me tell you, new ears. We didn't restrict ourselves into any style on this album. So he was more open-minded to other kind of material. So he added those heavy guitars, and I mean it's become one of my favorite songs on the album, right?
Cool. You also did "School's Out" by Alice Cooper. Why'd you pick that song?
Because in every country we need a bonus cut,
Right.
And we had this song recorded. Actually, it was recorded before our first album, 667, The Neighbor of the Beast. And we did that more or less as a demo tape when we were more like a cover band, and mixing, blending the cover songs with our own music. And so we just had this great feel for the song, and we wanted to record it, so we did. And we just picked this by accident for a bonus cut for this album.
Cool. Now the track "Wall Street," which is the highlight track for everybody right now.
Yeah.
Don't you feel kind of like with the lyrics on that, basically you're living that life right now? People have to wait in line to get an autograph. People have to wait in line and everything just to see you. And like you're up there, you're a mega star, and you're living the life. But on the lyrics, you want to be that. Do you think you reached that?
We're just ordinary guys anyway. So, and it was a Teeny's idea and Teeny's song. So I let him speak for himself. But the way we were treating the song in the studio was more like we've all been in that situation. Gambling too much and needing some more money. Everyone needs more money, eh?
Oh yeah.
I just came back from Las Vegas. So I'm in Los Angeles now. So I mean that song really speaks for itself for me right now.
Cool. Will you be
just lost a lot of money.
That ain't good. That ain't good. Will you be touring in the United States ever?
Excuse me?
Will you be touring in the United States?
Hopefully. We've never been here doing a gig before, so we are really looking forward to, bringing this shit over to America, but not until 2013, next year. I actually did my first ever American gig the other day in Las Vegas, but that was, Queen based. It was a Queen set. And right now we are planning on putting up my Queen show in Las Vegas. So hopefully I'm going to be pretty more, based down here from the next year, and also bringing the guys over. So everything's going to be easier for us. I mean, to tour your country, since I probably will be based down here.
Cool. I mean, so many bands over in Norway, Sweden, all have that great 80s vibe. And, United States is missing that. And you guys put on a great show. Why keep it going, just over there? Bring it here, man. Bring it here.
Yeah, we love to. But, and it's all about, maybe we don't know if we got any fans over here. We don't know. I mean, in Norway we're huge, and in Japan, and a lot of places in Europe. So I mean, we take it step by step. At the same time, you have to keep that in mind to do a tour in America. We love to do more than just a couple of shows. We love to travel a lot, and that's what we're planning to do for the next year.
Cool. Well, I definitely congratulate you on the CD. Fantastic CD. I hope people come out and support it in Frontiers Records. Would you like to say anything in ending?
Oh yeah, sure. Because we just released this album, and in late September, I believe, we'll have a press conference in Norway, revealing some pretty cool ideas and things that were plans for the band. So I think you're going to be very surprised.
Great. Well, I thank you very much, man. I appreciate it.
You too, and rock on.
Bye-bye.